Morning, everyone. Today is day 29. Today is second to last day, and we are going to cover the sample final exam. Well, we're going to cover part of it. We've already covered some of it. We're going to cover a little more today, and then Elaine and Cindy are going to wrap it up tomorrow. But today, uh, is yeah, today's this is our last week, right? So if you're watching this on the recording, you don't need to fill out the discussion board. There isn't one. Um, so you don't have to come to class, but you definitely need to do the final. Um, so final exam is this upcoming Thursday. You can take it today, right after we're done here. You can take it at the testing center. You can also take it Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday this week. Um, so if you're taking it at the testing center, this is your last class with me. So if you're taking it with me on Zoom, we will be starting on Thursday. So I sent out an email with the proctoring information. If you're taking it with me on Zoom, we're going to go from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. 12 p.m. is noon, and we'll also be going from 6 to 9 p.m. at night. You can join either of those sessions for Zoom. Okay. Uh, in this, there was a survey to say where you were taking it. I totally messed up and did not put the right link in here, so don't worry about filling out the survey. This actually is Alana's survey. She's the one who does the lecture videos that you've been watching, and it is not for points. So I'm very sorry about that. Uh, the survey is just so I know how many copies to have people print off at the testing center. You can change your mind if so anyway, don't worry about the survey. That was my bad. Um okay, so you can take your laptop to the testing center, not your phone. I still think that it's a good idea to have your StatCrunch username and password written down on your 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, just in case your, cookies clear or whatever. And so you don't want to go into the final exam without StatCrunch available to you. That's important. Um, uh, I'm not sure why. So again, I didn't read through that. So okay, you can ignore that. Um, okay, what materials covered? Chapters 1 through 11. It's going to be very similar to the sample final exam. Heavily emphasizes chapters 7 through 11, and that's just because chapters 7 through 11 weren't covered on the midterm, but also there's a lot in those chapters. So like chapter 11, we're looking at two populations, and for those two populations, sometimes we're looking at means, sometimes we're looking at proportions, sometimes we're doing hypothesis testing, sometimes we're doing confidence intervals. So yeah, there's quite a lot of different combinations of things in there. Um, okay. Uh, so, what can you take to the final exam? So, you can have your entire exam notes packet, which is your yellow packet in your course pack, which starts on page 253. You can take that in there. You can have all three of your chapter 11 flow charts. So, make sure you have those filled out. Those were from your lecture notes. Um, you're gonna have two 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper, front and back, with whatever you want written on there. Okay. Uh, the one thing that we prefer is that you don't just scan in pages from the course pack onto your 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Okay. Um, and then um, yeah, so that's what you're allowed to bring. Okay. Um, okay, so what else? So if you're taking it at the testing center, you're good to go. Okay. If you are taking it with me on Zoom, I need to be able to see your screen and I need to be able to see you. So either of these pictures that you can see here are acceptable because I need to be able to see um, your workspace in front of you so I can tell you're not on your phone. I need to be able to see your screen so I can see that you're on Desmos, you're on StatCrunch, uh, you're on Google Sheets, which is what the exam will be in. But you're not on like Google. You're not on uh, other sites that you're not supposed to be on looking up answers. Okay. Um, if I can't see you and the screen, then you're not going to be able to take the exam. Okay. So, and that's a big deal because, like, if you come at 6 p.m. tomorrow night and I'm like, nope, I can't see your screen, I can't send you the final exam. You have to take it at the testing center. You have to do it Friday, and there's short hours, so that might not work for you. So make sure, and this is all the same stuff that we did for the midterm. Okay, everybody on the call here took the midterm, so you guys know what you're doing. Okay, all right. Da, 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 da. Um, One thing I would ask is that if you are taking it with me on Zoom, try to make sure you use the bathroom ahead of time. Um, I, you know, I'm not gonna, force you to say no, you can't go, but uh, what I don't want to have happen is you're like, okay, I need to use the bathroom, and then you go in there and you get on your phone, you look stuff up. Okay, I can't stop you from doing that, so I need to make sure that, like, try to make sure you go before. Okay. Um, the test is going to be 12 pages. And what else do we want to talk about? I think so when you get done, you're going to scan it into Canvas. If you can't print the exam off, you'll just write your answers on a blank piece of paper. Um, yeah, so very similar to the midterm, right? So if you do have questions, let me know. We can talk about it. But otherwise, we are going to jump into the sample final exam and do some more studying. So uh your sample final exam starts on page 611. Sorry, the sample final exam starts before that. We've covered, me or Lane have already covered everything up to page 611. So that's where we're going to pick up. And we're going to get as far as we can, probably do 5 pages, and then there'll be a couple pages left for you guys to work on tomorrow with Cindy and Elaine, okay? So page 611. By the way, don't forget that the last day to turn things in is Friday, December 12th at midnight, and that does include the sample final exam. So make sure you get done as much as you can, even if you're like, I don't have it all done. Don't turn it in late. Turn in what you have. Okay. Um, I apologize for being behind on grading. It happens all the time, but this fall's been especially crazy. So if there is a particular um, uh, exercise or a particular worksheet that you're like, I really need to study off this. I really need to know what the right answers are. Shoot me a message on Remind. I can bump yours to the top of the list, get it done. Obviously, if everyone's like, do mine, do mine. Well, I mean, like, I'll have to do all of them, but I have to have them all created by Monday next week. So, but I do want to, give you the best opportunity to do well on the final. So, do let me know if there is something that you have questions on. Okay. Okay. Anyway, if you click on the sample final exam in Canvas, there is a link to the data sets, and it's the same link that we've seen before, but today you scroll all the way to the bottom because the very last thing is the sample final exam. And if we click on that StatCrunch there, it's going to bring you to this site, which I will drop in the chat so you don't have to go searching for it. But this is going to have all of our StatCrunch data. It doesn't look like it's too much, so that's good. Um, And yeah, so on the final exam, I should mention that as well. On the final exam at the top, there will be a link that you will click on as well. Um, or if you are at this, if you're unable to, if you're at the testing center and you don't have your laptop with you, you can just type it in. It's not that long, right? So it might take you to a loading screen, but here's all of the data that you're going to need for the actual final exam. Okay. And Elaine, I'll shoot this link to you just to make sure it's working for you after we're done. So,
Okay, thanks. Oh, yeah, I
uh,
accessed it.
you what?
I just accessed it by doing a search on it, but thank you
Oh,
for the
okay,
link.
good. Okay, great. So, uh, page 611 for sample final exam. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording and we'll dive